Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One.
It was laid out by Obama during his last presidencies purposely. That's why they had Tupac killed, because when they kill him, you gain fame. When people, your record sales go up, and then people listen to your lyrics and everything, and then you become famous. Okay, that's how they do it. All right. Tupac's still alive. He's in Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what happens is following. The hip hop agenda is an agenda to move drugs all over the United States. You need to reform the DEA. They move all the dope, all the dope on private jets, which don't get screened by
customs,
by DEA inside the United States. Okay, they move what's called high grade powder MDMA. They move cocaine and they move liquid cocaine in the bottles too. Okay, so they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move it. I've seen the liquid cocaine. I've drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time. All right, he calls it Gigi. That's liquid cocaine.
All right.
How do I know there's a conspiracy against Trump? Because it's in the Illuminati card deck. He should look at it for himself.
But let me bring you back to Thursday night, Friday morning.
Sure.
I mean, how did all of this? I think I better understand what you're saying. But what I want to know is, how did that prompt you? How did that make you do what you did that night?
Well, we're getting to a point that his assassination is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it's an agenda they're perpetrating on the media and the news. Example, Madonna is a client of Mercedes, Ben Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
He has her go on public TV and say, "Oh, someone should." I thought so many times of going up and blowing up the White House.
Gotcha.
Okay, they give her that little message. That little message is Hillary's message, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because Hillary sends it to Geragos, and Geragos gives it to Mercedes, and they give it to
Gotcha.
the
Yeah.
Don.
Yeah.
Okay, now
I get all of that.
you're gonna need an internet so I can show you. If I show you the website, you're just gonna go like, oh fuck.
All right. Help me understand you.
Sure.
How old are you?
I'm 42. I've been through all my life.
Okay.
I've had a great life. I've settled $4.125 million with Diddy. Okay, was he scared that I was exposed?
I don't want to talk about Diddy right now. I want to talk about you. Help me understand you. I mean, obviously we never met.
I know.
I don't know you from Adam's Cat.
I know.
I'm trying to, we'll get back to the event.
I got like 30 years ago.
Right.
I'm good.
Where you from?
I was born in South Africa.
What town? What city?
Newcastle, the Valley of a Thousand Hills. I'm from Zululand. I'm what you call a Zulu.
Okay.
I was born there, And then my parents were Latin descent from Argentina. They escaped the military dictatorship in Argentina.
Pinochet, all that.
No, the Argentina one. Yeah, my Pinochet was a Chilean one. But
Okay, okay,
I
all
can't
right.
remember. It was like a military dictatorship. I can't remember the name.
That's why. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I'm late, guys. I overslept a little bit. I was up doing research at like 3 something in the morning for you guys. But y'all see the title? And another one. Yup, Diddy getting sued again, y'all. And you know we on Diddy neck over here. But I just wanted to remind y'all, Odie said it first. And no, Toya, nobody has. They keep saying he in jail, and I'm starting to think that that's just a little bit. Y'all already know, like
That's suspicious. That's weird.
is that I wonder if Odie is alive. Seriously, because the stuff that's coming out right now. But I just wanted to remind y'all that Odie said it first. Hold on, I want to fast forward it a little bit. All right, Odie said it first. He talked about the boat. He talked about them moving drugs on the boats and children and everything in that interview. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box because we're not gonna go through the whole thing. But remember, Odie said it first. Well, we have a new victim that has come forward with a lawsuit. It's song producer and rapper Little Rod. He has come forward because an old dog never changes its tricks. He produced the Love album, Diddy's last album that was Grammy nominated, and Diddy doesn't want to pay his publishing. Doesn't want to pay his publishing. It's the same type of situation that Tiffany Red has been talking about. And he is making some allegations. All right. And this is all, it haven't all just started. He has been speaking out, Naughty Crew. Please make sure y'all hitting that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We've been on Diddy neck over here, okay, for a minute. All right. He quiet a little bit, you know what I mean? But here go another one. I tell you, 2024 is exposing everything, okay? All right, so shout out to the Jasmine brand. He has started a GoFundMe and everything because he ain't had no money.
I took a year off straight working on this album. That album is the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy. And it's Grammy nominated right now as we speak. I should be celebrating, but the truth is I'm not. Taking this album on has required so much time, months and at a time, 16 hours to 24 hours a day. Sometimes, Diddy will request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is we'll be up for days trying to accomplish that. I've tried to get my business straight with them on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt on so many situations. Just dealing with this. It's the kind of working on an album.
All right. And he started a GoFundMe, help me sue Diddy. All right. He's a male victim that has come forward. He's making all sorts of damning accusations, Naughty Crew. It is just, oh my
You
God.
may know me and may not. I'm on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt on so many situations. Just dealing with this. It's the contract that they give me and the offer that they gave me was just disgusting. The producer fee, pennies, and on top of that, these guys.
This is the importance. Like, if you got that contract and you saw it was pennies on the dollar, ain't nobody got no gun to your head. This is my problem with this. People know how Diddy is. It's out there. It is public record how he robs his artists. And for the life of me, I do not understand why people work with him still. It's public. Danity Kane, Day 26, The Lot. It's all public knowledge. I would not work with this man. Child, they trying to fight it. And I'm gonna tell you why they trying to fight it. Because of who he hired as an attorney. Child.
On this album to finish the production on it, make sure that this album came to, a good project with good vibes, just where it is right now. And just to be offered little to no participation in this is highly disrespectful. I won't be that guy 20, 30 years from now looking back saying, I wish I'd done this. I'm going to do this now. Doing this situation is not easy. Taking Puff to court, suing him is not easy. I don't have the monies that it's going to take to fight him in court. So I'm just asking, if you're in support, please. The link is in my bio to my GoFundMe. The money will go towards my attorney fees and to just make sure I'm keeping my head above water during the process. I really appreciate this. On this album to finish. Hey, because I run shit here, nigga. You feel me? I run shit.
So this is Diddy effing with him. This is Diddy effing with him. This is him trying to ask for what's due to him. And Diddy, he's such a punk. I swear to God, like, when he get in prison, because he going to jail. He going to prison. Because they lining him up for a RICO. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. He cannot come back from all of this. They lining him up for a RICO. I want to see how tough this boy is in prison. I swear to God. Because did he not, without all of this money, entourage, and things like that, I don't think he'll be this tough. I really don't believe it. Not a crew. Let me know what y'all think. Like, he is such a bully. And you know what happened with bullies. They get dealt with eventually. All right, here we go.
Is publishing. I can solve his efforts with 3 other human beings. He's eating at our table, and I like his backstory, but you need to have other people. It's hard to work with him unless we have his pub. He's a piece of shit human, but we do not need his talent unless we can work with him.
Hey, because I run shit here, nigga. You feel me?
And that's his favorite line. I run shit. Yo, Diddy need to be in. He should have been stopped a long time ago. You see how he do? He really think he the man. And the law has let him get away with this shit. He's been able to pay his way out of this stuff. So Stevie J responded to this. Hold on, let me see what this is.
I run shit.
Yeah.
So he posted, y'all celebrating Grammy Week. I'm currently nominated on an album I produced at least 9 songs. I should be celebrating, but I'm currently quietly fighting for my publishing for a month. I took a year straight off to do work on this album, and I'm definitely not being showed love. Where's the love, brother love? Where's the love, brother love? Ain't no love, you thief. He a thief. He a thief. Where the love, brother love? And I'm glad Stevie J commented, okay? Because Stevie J supposedly worked on this album too, but we going to get into him in a minute. So Hitman Stevie J post the whole video. Don't make it seem like Ninja's sitting around joking on you, X. You didn't produce 9 songs on the project X. Y'all know Stevie is a snake, honey. A rat-faced snake. Alright? Adding a piano on a song doesn't make you the producer. Adding bass on a song definitely doesn't make you a producer. Tell the whole story on how you came in as an engineer. Don't get selective amnesia. Don't try to make the homie look like he's stealing from you, because clearly I know that ain't the case. Yo, these ninjas. And yo, when they start windmilling for each other, you gotta wonder. What Diddy got on you, Stevie J? When the last hit you made? I'll wait. Because that Jocelyn stuff wasn't it. They didn't even want to play her stuff on the radio. You had to bet. Yo, he had to bet up at Hot 97 Stevie J. They had to play poker. And if he won, they had to play Jocelyn's song on the radio. Well, he won, and they still didn't play. Like, Stevie J, go sit down. Go sit down with your rat face, though. So Lil Rod came back and said, yo, how dare you? My number ain't changed. Speaking of that, your name is next to mine as a producer on Deliver Me. And no one else touched that track but me and Jay Dilla. I've never been known of an engineer in this game as long as I've worked. In fact, Mixed by Source is an actual engineer that worked on this album and hasn't been credited as one. See, I'm confused because if I'm an engineer, why am I credited as a producer? And this video clearly speaks to them plotting on my pub. Child. But what I'm most certain is you're possibly working with them against me. Yes, it asks a why. I don't give no F about no Danger Zone. Them threats ain't never worked. Child. Stevie J. Now, he was a little, look. Stevie J should have minded his business.
Rod ain't worth giving this kingdom to if we don't control his publishing. I can solve his efforts with 3 other human beings. He's eating at our table, and I like his backstory, but you need to have other people. It's hard to work with him unless we have his pub. He's a piece of shit human, but we do not need his talent unless we can work with him.
Yeah, hey, because I run shit here, nigga. I run shit.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Little Rod ain't worth giving this kingdom to.
He's disgusting. Well, be careful who you cross, Diddy. You learning now. Your ass gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. He should be locked up. All right. I don't have the full lawsuit, but we got people. Because I wasn't paying for it. So please donate to the channel if you want me to start getting court records and things like that. Otherwise, you could go over to Make It Make Sense channel, Mims. He broke it all down last night. Yeah. And the details are crazy. So shout out to People Magazine. Then we're going to go over to TMZ. All right. As a result of Puffy sidestepping Little Rod, he has brought a lawsuit against Diddy, and he's making all sorts of damning accusations, okay? He broke it down, and I was listening like, and then he didn't give direct names, but he gave obvious clues, so you know who they was talking about. Yeah. Let's get into the People article, and then we'll go over to TMZ because he's making all sorts of accusations. Oh my God. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. We about to go on an emotional roller coaster, Naughty Crew. So we know all this, that he produced several songs on Diddy's album. So So, Sean Diddy Combs has been accused of SA by a former employee in a new lawsuit. In another one. In the words of DJ Khaled, in another one. Keeping my foot on Diddy neck, I swear. On Monday, Roddy Little Rod Jones, a former producer and videographer for the music mogul 54, filed a lawsuit in New York federal court alleging that more than a year, Combs harassed him, drugged, and threatened him. Jones is seeking $30 million in damages. Doesn't that number sound familiar? Doesn't that number sound familiar? And let me tell you, the original lawsuit, there's pictures that Mims couldn't even tell. This man has been keeping records, video footage. Woo, Diddy, you done met your match, honey. So Jones is seeking $30 million in damages. According to court documents obtained by People magazine, Jones produced 9 songs on Combs' recent Love album from September 2022 to November 2023. The former employee said that while working on the project, he lived with the Bad Boy founder in various U.S. cities and would also vacation with Combs outside of the country. Jones claims that during this time, he witnessed, experienced, and endured many things that went from beyond his role as a producer on the Love album. And this is, by him traveling in the yacht situation, that's what's going to make the RICO international. Okay? Diddy in trouble, y'all. And he cannot come back. He cannot come back from this. I'm sorry. So, according to court documents obtained by People, Jones, we did that. Sorry. So, Combs' adult son, Justin, his chief of staff, Christina Karam, Universal Music Group CEO, Sir Lucian George, and former multi-record CEO, Ethiopia, Hapta Marian, are also named as defendants in the 73-page lawsuit. He's suing everybody, Naughty Crew. Yeah, brother Luck. And the stuff, let me tell you something. The stuff that they detailed in that lawsuit, everybody need to go get tested. You cannot tell me they ain't spreading a bunch of stuff around. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. Everybody better go get tested. So Jones alleges that due to his role as a videographer, he was required to constantly record the last night artist. As a result, Mr. Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. Remember, Odie said they used the boats and the yachts to move the drugs around, move children around, move the bookies around. Odie said it first, and now you have a male victim coming forward and confirming. Okay, Naughty Crew, I'm not making this up. I'm not making it up. Odie said it first. Then Cassie said it, and now we have Lil Rod. Okay? Patterns of behavior. We are establishing patterns of behavior. Ooh, let's get these locks together. They a little patterns of behavior. Diddy, everybody can't be lying. Okay? So throughout his time living with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones was the victim of constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Mr. Combs. The former employee also claims that at one point he was asked to work in Combs' bathroom, and the music executive walked around naked and showered in a clear glass enclosure, making Jones feel uncomfortable. Okay, he's not the first person that spoke of this. Diddy's former chef also sued him and made these same accusations about him constantly walking around naked, her walking in, and he's in the bed with several people. So the former employee also claims that at one point he was asked to, we did that. So Jones alleges he expressed his concern to Karam, and she dismissed the groping of Mr. Jones' anus and genitals as friendly horseplay. I don't like the way Diddy be horsing around. It make you uncomfortable. Like anybody that's a heterosexual man, it will make them uncomfortable. All right, Jones also alleges in the suit that Combs showed him a recording of American DJ, producer, and television personality Stevie J having anal intercourse with a man. Are we surprised? I am not surprised about Stevie J hitting for the other team. You could tell by that rat face. And his relationship with Benzino, it was weird. So according to the plaintiff, Combs knew, and Benzino, next time you go crying on Drink Champs, like why everybody always about my sexuality? Because look at the crowd you was running with. Birds of a feather. Ain't friendly about that, child. So, according to the plaintiff, Combs knew Jones looked up to and idolized Stevie J and used the recording as a way to solicit him, basically blackmail him, because that's what Diddy do. This is a normal practice in the music industry. Look, even Stevie J is doing it. And we saw that in the post. Here goes Stevie J comes swinging, you know what I mean? And it makes you wonder, like, how's Stevie J surviving? Like, where is he drawing a check from? Maybe Diddy. So Jones also alleges that on Thanksgiving Day in 2022, the female cousin of Combs' girlfriend at the time, Young Miami. We gonna get into that because you know DJ Academics dragging her. This is why she like getting peed on. All right. SA'd him as well in the presence of Mr. Combs and his staff. So Young Miami cousin SA'd him too. And remember I told you, because when Young Miami got quiet when all these charges started coming out, I said, Naughty Crew. Either she complicit, and this lawsuit tells me she's very complicit in being passed around. She likes it. All right, so Jones alleges that Combs brought prostitutes into Miami house and said on one occasion he was drugged and possibly raped. In addition to the alleged use of various drugs, Jones claims to have footage of Mr. Combs providing laced alcohol beverages to minors and sex workers at his home in California, New York, and the U.S. Virgin Islands and Florida. Child. And we know Uncle Gene Dill been talking about, and all his old entourage been coming out and talk about how he get down with spiking the drink. Litigation should never be the first option for a dispute we filed because of the refusal to negotiate on the other side, Jones' attorney Tyrone A. Blackburn told People. So, side note, Naughty Crow, y'all see who the attorney is? Tyrone Blackburn. He represented Jennifer Huff. I just think he chose him because he broke. But he doesn't have a good track record of winning. He just been looking for like that one case that's going to help him pop off. Child, I don't know. And that's probably why Diddy ain't settled, because his attorney, because you know he got a pit bull as an attorney now. He got that attorney that Ghislaine Maxwell used or whatever. And she is no joke. Like, she is so familiar with international law and things like that. So, So, in a statement to People, Sean Haley Combs' lawyer wrote, Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. His reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen, and nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. We have overwhelmingly indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempts to share the proof with Mr. Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, has been ignored. As Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls, we will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate actions against those who make them. All right, so that's coming from Puffy attorney. But let's not forget the other lawsuit. You know, the felon that's suing Diddy for his publishing. but bad. Mm-mm. So there's a pattern of behavior here. And of course, they're going to dispute it. So, of course, Diddy categorically denies these claims. They're absurd. They're all lies. And I say, everybody can't be lying, Diddy. Everybody can't be lying. All right, let's go over to TMZ and see what they got to say. Woo, child. This is a lot. All right, so we know all this. So in the legal documents, Rodney, that's Lil Rod's real name, Rodney Jones. He claims that he's repeatedly SA'd by Diddy and subjected to unwanted advance by associates of Diddy. And let me tell you, the medium's been on point. They ain't been on point. I'm sorry, guys. I need some tissue. The medium's been on point. They said that a male victim was going to come forward and make some damning accusations. All right. So here's Stevie J. Saying we went through this. Jones believes Diddy was trying to groom him into having sex. He says Diddy would downplay the allegations assault as horseplay. Jones goes on to allege Diddy forced him to watch a video involving Stevie J. Okay, so we got that. There are more allegations. He says a female cousin of Young Miami. We got that. There's more. Jones says Diddy brought prostitutes to his house in Miami, and on one occasion, Jones says he was present at the house and was drugged and possibly raped. All right, and so here's some photos. This is Mr. Combs with an underage female. Underage. He said the prostitutes were underage. The ladies of the night, excuse me, they were underage and everything. Nasty, 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 dirty D. He also alleges that several parties Diddy intentionally served women bottles of his tequila vodka and vodka brands laced with the drugs. There are more tawdry allegations, including bringing underage girls to Diddy's home and providing them with alcohol. He also made allegations against Cuba Gooding Jr., which I am not surprised because he is a he's a rapist. He got a real serious problem with drugs. Jones claims Diddy directed Stevie J and his son Justin Combs to recruit prostitutes. And in Justin's case, look, he bringing the kids into it. He was instructed to find underage girls to attend the parties. Jones claims Diddy introduced him to Cuba Gooding Jr. On Diddy's yacht. And remember, I told y'all about the yacht girls. Even Odie talked about the yacht. Excuse me, Senator Blackburn. You need to look at the yacht Epstein files. We got activity. We need for the federal government to get in action. Okay? Check the yacht community. So Jones claims Diddy introduced him to Cuba Gooding Jr. on Diddy's yacht, and Cuba allegedly began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones' leg, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulder. So this is a picture of him and Cuba. I'm not surprised about Cuba Gooding Jr. He's been a known creep. There's also allegations of a papowing where Jones says Diddy and his son Justin got into a heated argument at a LA recording studio. Jones says the blicky went off, erupted, and a man named G was hit and bleeding profusely from his stomach. Y'all, that's his son Justin. This the one Misa came windmilling, like talking about not my son, not my son. He got your son all up in the mix, Misa. He about to make his sons good. That's why when he was giving back that publishing, he was trying to make them sign NDAs, talking about they wouldn't sue his son because he knew his son was caught up, or his mother. Jones said Diddy told him to lie to the cops and say G was propelled in the drive-by. It's worth nothing. LAPD investigated the blicky and reportedly found the victim had been blickied outside the studio during a robbery and merely ran into the studio while still bleeding. But we all know Diddy got the LAPD in his back pocket. I mean, that goes back to the Biggie, Tupac, and Camborta. Okay, I'm just saying, allegedly. And let me just put a disclaimer out there: all these accusations are allegedly. Puffy hasn't been officially charged with a crime. So this is just allegedly. Let me put my banner up. I gotta be fair over here, okay? Unbelievable. He needs to be in jail. In addition to Diddy, Jones is suing Justin, other employees, as well as various record execs. And according to the docs, he is seeking at least $30 million in damages. Ciao. Ciao. Okay. This is crazy. All right, shout out. I think this is Morning Juice Box. Oh, Gossip of the City. So they released this portion of the case. Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones and admiration of Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in, boy play. Mr. Combs went so far as to share a video of Stevie J getting penetrated by or anally penetrating a Caucasian male without a. This was done to ease Mr. Jones' anxiety concerning homosexuality. They was basically grooming him. So Diddy was saying that he had engaged in intercourse with the rapper. Mr. Combs promised to make sure that Mr. Jones wins Producer of the Year at the Grammys if he engaged in homosexuality. So basically, Diddy is using sexual favors as bargaining tools and also blackmail tactics. But that's not the only people they mentioned in the lawsuit, Naughty Crew. He also made mention reference to Meek Mills being there and engaging in homosexual activity. And it just took me back to this video where he just looked perplexed and confused. Like, what did I just do? What did I just do? Good morning. What did I just do last night? So he made reference, and how they put it in the lawsuit, a Philadelphia rapper, formerly ex-boyfriend to Meek Mill, ex-boyfriend to Nicki Minaj. That's how they had it in the lawsuit. So they gave you enough clues to know who it is. I don't know, child. This picture's of Meek Mill and Diddy matching and everything. But to me, here, he looked like he's soaking. And I don't know what grown man let another grown man call him daddy. I'm just saying. All right. Young Miami was mentioned all throughout. He even talked about the propelling with J-Lo and Shine and Diddy back in the day, which, unless he got proof of them talking about it, I don't know why he brought that up in the lawsuit. I was perplexed by that. But he basically was making accusations saying that J-Lo is the one that was holding the blicky, just like Cassie had to. Remember, Cassie mentioned that in her lawsuit. Here's my problem with all of this, okay? The CDJ stuff, I believe. They also, TD Jakes. I was just windmilling for TD Jakes. We just got you cleared with what's this, Larry Reed? We just got you cleared, TD Jakes. And you just keep getting, oh my God.
You ever been swallowed up, swallowed up?
So he made reference to TD Jakes, Diddy admitting that TD Jakes was gonna clean up his image. But he was around. Like, TD, you gotta start making people come to the church. You can't go to people's houses. Stop making house calls. That's how you getting in trouble. Stop making, because look, anybody can spin a story. Anybody can spin the story. But I take y'all back to Odie, y'all. Hold on, let me cue this up. Odie said it. He said it first. He said that they use the yacht to move the drugs around and humans. Good morning, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link. I want to see what y'all thoughts are. What time is it? All right, we got a few minutes. Only thing I'm concerned with is who Lil Rod chose as an attorney. He doesn't have a good track record. And his attorney comes off as very thirsty. He's just looking for a high profile case, just to put him on the map, I guess. But he just really, really doesn't have a good track record, if you ask me. Good morning, Bree.
Good morning. Listen, this lawsuit, I was for it until I found out his attorney is Tyrone Blackburn. So I'm like, are you really trying to seek justice? Because of all the attorneys, you get Tyrone Blackburn.
And I wish you would have went with Cassie's attorney. You know what I mean? Like, with a case like this, I think a lot of attorneys would have been willing to do it pro bono for him because it's Diddy, and they've been trying to take him down anyway.
Oh, Diddy got Sean Hawley. He's not going down. But this is just, and the fact that he mentioned his son in the lawsuit, I think this is going to push Diddy to fight even harder. I don't think he's an innocent man, but he's not about to let his son be taken down for whatever, especially after Lil Rod said he signed paperwork. Like, and this is what I keep saying. Y'all sign this paperwork. Then when you're not getting your just due, you want to turn around and come to the internet and get us riled up so we can fight for you. I'm not doing it because we've seen people over and over again explain the music industry, explain the business, explain what they went through, and people still, for whatever reason, want to sign their lives away. I'm over it. It's giving me low-key Tiffany Red vibes, and the fact that he went and got Tyrone Blackburn, who hasn't won near case in the celebrity space, it's like,
I mean, like, as soon as I read that was his attorney, I'm like, what is he doing? He doesn't want to win.
Like, then I want to believe that he's telling the truth, but now I'm like, I don't know if you're telling the truth, because you could just be picking up pieces and parts from other people's testimony. And
I feel a little plagiarism going on here.
Yeah, like the whole J-Lo situation. Why was that mentioned?
I don't get it. He wasn't around for that. So why are you mentioning that?
And then he's like, Young Miami's cousin, Young Miami, Young Miami's cousin, Young Miami's cousin, Young Miami's cousin. The fact that he kept saying that, it's like he wants a rise out of these people, because if someone does something to you, you're not going to say Young Miami's cousin. You're going to say this person, and this is the cousin of Young Miami, and then go on to drag the person. I don't know. I don't think he's going to get any money. I don't think he's going to get any money, and I feel bad for him. And I really want to understand, like, why these people don't pay attention to what's going on with Larry Reid, because he's suffering after coming after TD Jakes. Now, Rod, you look scared in that video. And then I believe Stevie J when he said, play the whole video. Don't just play the part. Listen, what else was in the video, Rod? Now I'm looking at you sideways.
Yep.
So everybody want to play Cassie tactics until it's time to be a Cassie. But
I mean, if you was that much assaulting, why didn't you go to police? That's one thing I'm thinking of. Like, why didn't you file charges or whatever? So if they would have paid you, you would have been okay with keeping all the secrets, right?
that's what I'm saying. And I don't like that, because again, anybody can be a victim, and I get all that, but none of these people went to the police. They didn't go to the police. They're looking for a payday. And I feel like because Diddy paid Cassie so fast, all these other people was like, oh, he's going to pay me fast. And then he turned around and said, gotcha. And now he's, y'all, I know a lot of y'all don't like to believe this, but when the male Scorpios get activated, they act a fool. He's about to make all these people's lives a living hell. Especially you, Little Rod. You mentioned his son, who has nothing to do with this. Oh, he's gonna eat you up for breakfast. And I do believe he was penny pinching with you. We've seen Making the Band. We saw it. We saw Making the Band. We've seen how he treated artists. Listen, he snatched up men and women. According to what the people say, I've only seen him snatch up men on camera. So I just think people are crazy. I think if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. And he's not doing it right. So it leads me to believe he's lying. I don't know. And the whole Cuban Gooding Jr., why? Because he admitted to SA already. Like some of these people, it's like a little far-fetched. I've never seen Cuban Gooding Jr. I'm looking for pictures of him hanging out with Diddy. Like, what was that like? I don't know.
It's a whole bunch of name dropping that he's doing in that lawsuit, and I think it's because of who he hired. And a lot of that information has been public record for. It's like Blackburn took Cassie's lawsuit and plagiarized it and changed the name around.
Hello.
So and on that aspect, I think he's not gonna win. Diddy's not gonna settle. Diddy's attorney is gonna eat Blackburn up. All right. He does not have a successful track record. Look at what he did for Jennifer Huff. Nothing. She ended up having to drop the lawsuit against Nicki, and now she's still going after Kenneth Petty. And it's just like,
exactly. Look what happened with Sabrina Patterson.
Peterson. She ended up owing T.I. and Tiny.
Okay? Like, be for real.
But see, you see how he chose his attorney? That's how he probably did his contract and his paperwork. He's not doing his homework, child. And that's the problem. And I'm so tired of people signing contracts and not doing their due diligence and going to their own attorneys to make sure the contract is fair for you. And then crying about it when they don't have no money. You did not have to sign a contract. You did not have to do the work. And it has been known out here how Diddy has treated artists. It is public record. I'm sorry I would not work with Diddy.
My thing is this: people love to say Diddy is a bad guy, but these people run over there to work with him, which is the weirdest thing ever, right? And then I'm like, it's not even Diddy, it's the people around him. Remember that lady off of Making the Band? She seemed to be in some type of party favor state, the dancer lady. She was yelling at the people.
Gibson.
Yeah, like, girl, it don't even have to be Diddy. It's the people around Diddy. And they don't want to sue them. They want to sue Diddy because he's the bag. But guess what? Y'all are not Cassie. We saw Cassie with this man for years. So it was only believable because she was over there. But look at her. She's not even happy with the money she got, baby. Because she's still working. So she didn't get that much money. And people hate to believe that. If you have to still work in an industry where you could be preyed upon, because let's not act like the model industry is not like that.
It is like that. Everybody knows it's like that. And you know you gotta go in
and she's still
cautionary.
and she's still working there. So everybody thinking she got this huge settlement. No, baby, she didn't. People who get huge settlements do what Candy Burris homeboy did. They take trips. They post on Instagram. They barely work because they got a lot of money because they were able to prove their case. Diddy settled with her super fast. Everybody thinks she got this huge settlement. No, Mama was at Fashion Week looking upset. She didn't look her happiest. And I'm going to say this, Cassie girl, you better pay attention to that man because you know the pale male love to use your trauma against you when it's time to go to court and get them kids. But that's all I have, Naughty. Hopefully these people get what they're looking for. I don't think he's going to win, especially because he said he signed the paperwork. That's
Yeah,
what got me.
that's what got me too. Like,
You
why'd you sign if it wasn't fair?
like you signed the paperwork and then you gave up so much and then everybody came at you. Like Stevie J is not the type to fight other people's battles, but he was like, hold up, play, you didn't do all that. So I don't know if you did anything, to be honest. I feel like he's lying based
Wow.
off the reaction because these men didn't stand up for Diddy not once. And when it came to this Love album, they're like, wait a minute. And this is why I say you have to listen to the greats, the Dolly Partons, the Faith Evans, the Brian Michael Cox, you know, the Dark Childs, the Smokey Robinsons, the people who was actually writing bodies of work and making sure they was getting their money. But have a happy.
I'm sorry, he's been in the game way too long because he goes back to the gospel realm. He should know better by now. You know what I mean? He should know. I'm sorry, he should know better. He's got a lot of. This is not no newbie coming up in the game or whatever. He knows the business side of things. Like I just feel like it.
It gives me he was gay for pay, and now he wants.
Yes, thank you. You
now he wants us to fight his battles, and I refuse. But I'm dropping back down. Hey, back, listen, naughty lovers, naughty crew, get them likes up, share because Black content creators deserve the same respect other people get.
Thank you,
Bree.
Thank you. Have a good day. I love Bree's perspective. Yeah, it's something. Naughty Crew, like the whole story, like him signing the papers, and then he hired this lawyer. It's like
that's suspicious. That's weird.
It's given. Have a great day, Bree. It's given. He don't want to win. He just jumping on the bandwagon. To me, I'm sorry. Diddy track record is out there. Everybody know what type of man he is. So why work with him? And if you do, why wouldn't you make sure your business is in order? So it's just given like, you got all type of violated, but you didn't go to the cops. It's given he can't live with himself right now. He ashamed of the things that happened and stuff like that. And like Bree said, he was gay for pay. He was gay for pay. Everybody knows Diddy is a party animal, and if you do not, Cat Williams said, if you do not tell him no, he will push your limits. Diddy only know who he could try that with. I'm telling you, he's a scavenger. He knows how to navigate people, and he figure out who he can prey on, who he can't. So I wish you luck, but Blackburn's track record is not good. And I'm glad Bree brought up Sabrina Peterson. That's the young lady that brought the case against T.I. and Tiny and lost. And actually, T.I. and Tiny was able to flip it and sue her for all their legal fees. Then he represented Jennifer Huff, and she ended up having to drop the suit against Nicki Minaj, and now she's still pursuing Kenneth Petty, broke behind. So now he's on to this case. It's given that his attorney is a clout chaser, and he better be careful who he's getting in bed with, because I don't think he has his best interest at heart. He's just looking for a big win. So we know the trolls had to come out on the tail end of this. We got 50 trolling. Diddy, of course. 50 is crazy. $50 Cent trolls Diddy over his latest SA allegation. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. 50 Cent, oh, ish. I'm on the floor, dead. Somebody bring me back to life. People just need to realize these are accusations. Nope, nothing's been proven yet. But the discovery was crazy on this case. So DJ Academics also is getting his share of trolling. Shout out to his on-site. He posts, it's Young Miami fault. Diddy back in the news. I told her to shut the F up, and she wouldn't stop. Now look, a ninja making claims versus Diddy at Young Miami. Stay in ass please, and shut the F up. You getting your sugar Diddy into too many problems. He goes on to say they even mentioned Young Miami stupid ass in here. That talk show for sure cancel now. She been running her mouth like Diddy ain't tell her ass to lay low. Yeah, you think her reality show? He said, and y'all thought I was capping when I said Young Miami moving like she the new Ghislaine Maxwell. And I said it, Naughty Crew. It's on my channel. Y'all got to check out my old videos. I said it. She is an active participant. If she could say out loud she like to get peed on, she is an active participant. They know what's up. Yep, he said she the new Ghislaine Maxwell of the free calls. Imagine 50 ninjas coming through to F while playing Act Bad on blast in the background. Gross. She was down with it. Well, she told y'all. She kept running her mouth on a private island with Diddy. The Diddy Epstein Island. Yes. Like, girl, bye. You are not cute for this. Everybody just need to get tested. Yeah, he do need to worry about his case, but you know he was going to take an opportunity to troll him and 50. They can't resist. They cannot resist. I will be back for another lunchtime rundown, Naughty Crew. I appreciate y'all joining me. But a lot is not adding up with this case from the attorney. I guess the GoFundMe wasn't popping off, so he decided to go this direction. It just goes to show, Naughty Crew, that you just really need to learn how to basically handle your business. And
Ever in life, I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to sign papers where it's not fair to me. It's not fair to me, and I'm getting underpaid and things like that. And I'm not going to sit in an environment where I'm constantly getting violated. You have a choice, sir. You could have walked away. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I'm not going to work in an environment where I'm constantly being violated and disrespected. I'm just not. So, and you done signed the papers, and now you want to bring this lawsuit dropping subliminal names. We'll say it like that. Supposedly he has pictures, video footage, and things like that. We'll see where it's going to go. Naughty Crew, I'm going to follow the case, but I think his chances are slim to none because of the attorney. Yo, your attorney is everything. And if he was smart, he would have at least reached out to the attorney that drew up Cassie's lawsuit. At the minimum. But Blackburn is not a great attorney. I don't want to blame the victim and say he's lying, but I don't think he has a chance with Blackburn. And Blackburn, you look like you plagiarized this whole lawsuit and just embellished. So, Naughty Crew, I appreciate every last one of y'all joining me. Please make sure y'all hitting that like button, share my content on your different social media platforms, and make sure you don't get
Been swallowed up, swallowed up.
I just really felt like he put all the trending names that will bring attention in that lawsuit and expected it to go viral. Period. To all my haters.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I thank y'all too. And know how to stand in your worth. You don't ever have to work in an environment like this if you don't want to. People just need to learn to stand they freaking ground. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.